everybody, it's Margaret. Welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. Today I am going around a Goodwill and I wanted to make sure I was checking all the sections. So I really take my time. When I say all the sections, you know I don't really go through the clothes. So I wanted to make sure I was checking areas that I'd sometimes pass over. There's this boutique area in the front of this particular Goodwill. I say boutique. I guess they try to put nicer things up front. But sometimes I don't make it through that area. And frequently they've got little tchotchkes and cute things up on top of those hangers, you know, or shelves that I don't always stop to look at, so I decide that I will. Now that I didn't see a hole anywhere in that, but it had a stopper in the bottom. Maybe I missed it, but I couldn't figure out what the stopper was there for with no holes. I liked this box a lot, but it ended up just being like a cardboard box, but I really liked the dragon motif on the top of it. But I think it was more like I wanted it. And so I was trying to really focus. Look how empty the cart is. By the end of this trip, that cart is overflowing. I actually had to make this into 2 videos because I was at the thrift store for so long that, yeah, unless you want to sit and watch like a 2-hour video. I thought this was pretty cool, but I wasn't really sure what the resale value on it. So I just left it there. There are things that I look up and then things I don't. Tell me if you're like that. I'll get my cart really full and then I get overwhelmed and then I start looking things up. But yeah, I didn't look that one up as I went. And let me know as we go. What is this? Look at this. If you see anything along the way that you think I should have picked up or given a second look at, I really enjoy that because then I get more input and more ideas as far as what to look at when I read the comments. And y'all look at the comments too, because frequently there are things that people will point out that, yeah, that we just didn't know about. This is how we learn, right? Again, they have these cute little tables over by the fitting rooms, which I think are closed at the moment. And maybe they're not. I don't know. A lot of places have their fitting rooms closed right now because of COVID, but I can't tell if those swing open or not, but I haven't ever really used them, so oh well. Looking around, oh yeah, I see this basket. Like, that looks pretty nice. That's a nice looking, I see, oh, made in China. Well, never mind. But it's still, you know. And then when I see baskets here, I'm still looking at it. When I see baskets or bigger things like this, I really have to think hard about, you know, shipping it. I'm not afraid to ship big things, but I know that the shipping price can sometimes be a deterrent for some people because I don't do free shipping. And so the price, even though it's probably a lightweight item, I mean, that might still cost, you know, $15 to $20 to ship just because it's such a big item. And I was trying to think, well, is it something that somebody would want to pay that much for? You know that sound, people. That's a message. Oh boy. All right, I really liked that purple purse, but I think it's a Unique on it, which is not a makeup brand. But I loved the purple glittery. I don't see a whole lot of purple glittery purses. Moving along. I do end up stopping to look at the shoes. I'm trying to broaden my horizon. I still have some shoes to list over here. But I just kind of go for like what stands out to me. Things that catch my eye, basically, as I'm still learning. As I say, I've gotten shoes, but I haven't actually sold. Well, I take that back. I sold some from a video. So I look at these boots. Aren't they fantastic? I thought they were so cool, but they are stiff as all get out. Like somebody has paper mache'd them or something. They were like not flexible. I couldn't even figure out like how you can get your foot in there. You can't, like, it crackled, you know. So here are some UGG clogs, like with little heels. And I decide I didn't want to pay that price for them. And so I didn't. I think also I'm thinking as I do this, I'm like, I still have like, how many shoes over there? I probably have like 6 or 7 pairs of shoes over there. Now, granted, they're not listed. All of them. I think 2 of the pairs are listed. And I'm like, oh, I still have all those shoes I haven't sold. So I don't want to bring home more shoes. Do you get like that about things? Other stuff, I don't care. Like, I could have 10,000 I probably do have 10,000 pieces of jewelry, but I will still buy more jewelry if I see it. These were really cool. I couldn't tell if they were sheets or curtains. I think they were maybe sheets, but they wanted more than I wanted to spend on them. Clown quilt. Somebody's probably going to tell me I should have gotten that but I didn't want. Honest, here's another thing. Do you ever not want to get stuff because you don't want to look at it in your workroom or in your office? Sometimes I get like that. Like I mean, I'm sure that clown quilt would eventually sell, but I don't want to look at it, and I don't want it in my. Not that I'm scared of clowns per se. Well, I give them a wide berth. We'll just put it that way. I'm not scared of them, but I'd rather not. Let's just leave it there. And these are really cute little quilts, like baby quilts. But they were very. See, there's some more. With the names on them, it made them very. I wondered about like sellability, but I guess perhaps if it was a more common name, I guess Reese is more common than it used to be. Aiden, Reese, I think those were the names. Ryan's still pretty common, I think. So moving along, let's see what else. I always like taking a peek at the hats. I love selling hats because they're just easy to ship and they're easy to store. I can say with all pride that I've never seen one episode of Duck Dynasty. That was the Duck Dynasty hat. I have never watched it, so I don't even know what it's all about. Y'all can tell me if I'm missing something or not. I definitely see lots of products out there for Duck Dynasty stuff. All right, here's one of my favorite areas. I love looking at the wallets and small purses and clutches. Again, for the same reason. You can usually get really cool things for a low price and a high profit, depending on what the item is. Sometimes you'll find, like, this is a really cool little clutch. I set it down to the bottom to look at in a second. Cool vintage things, nice leather wallets, and oftentimes they're overlooked. A brand that I frequently look for is Loungefly. They usually have pretty cool, bright patterns or characters. Like my mom has a Loungefly wallet that's Alice in Wonderland, and I had one that was Guardians of the Galaxy. Now another Loungefly wallet that I have that I'm using now is Captain Marvel. So they're really fun. This is a Kodak. I put it aside and I'm going to open it up in a second, but it looks like it's for jewelry. Like it had a strap for rings, like for traveling with your jewelry. Did Kodak make stuff like that? This is a nice little evening bag, but again, it had the made in China and it had a bit of wear, so I decided against that one. This is a little photograph album. Yeah. So going through these, and another thing I find there a lot are the Ipsy bags, because if you get Ipsy, that's that subscription bag, and so they'll send out each month a new bag, a little makeup bag to keep it all in, and so frequently you'll see them just like piling up at the thrift stores. I think the only time I would probably get them is say if I was at a garage sale picking them up, and somebody gave me a really great price on a big lot of them, and then you could sell them like as a lot. That's actually a pretty cute wallet. I don't think I end up getting that one or looking it up. Now I'm like, oh, that was pretty cute. Why didn't I? So here's the Kodak one. It must be like maybe they made stuff for traveling because, people used to have to take their... See, look. It's got a little snappy thing there. Isn't that... I mean, unless y'all think it's for something else. Like you would travel with your... But then it's so flat. Okay. What would that be for? It looks for jewelry, right? And then it's kind of like velvety on the inside. The mysteries. We could totally look it up, or we could wonder forever. Now, this purse, I really, really liked it, and I was on the way putting it into the cart because it's just really cute, and it's got that kind of alligator look to it. But as I start looking at it closer, I start noticing, wait a second, this is peeling, so it's not actually leather. So I put it back, even though it was really, really cute. But again, the peeling is going to really affect the value on that, so I definitely didn't want to go there with it. I'm out of here, it says. I guess, that was for like a passport cover. Cute. Traveling, remember that, y'all? Remember leaving the country and like going places and doing things? Someday. when you're able to travel, or if you're, maybe you already are, let us know where you're going. And if you're not traveling yet and you're waiting to be able to travel freely, where's the first place you want to go? If you're going international, where would you go? Hey, JoJo. That's another girl who's got a lot of products out there. A lot of merch. I wonder how that feels, like having merch of yourself. This is kind of a chatty one, isn't it, y'all? Okay, Air Canada, more travel. Yeah, Ipsy bags, Itsy bags. We're going to go and hit the toys next, and I find some really fun stuff in the toy section on this trip. Let's see. What is your favorite thing to pick up in the toy section? What do you like looking for? I'm always looking for things that are new and sealed, of course, and then vintage toys or vintage plush even. I mean, just kind of older stuff. I like to look for things that move or make noise. I'm trying to think what else. There's a new and sealed something I didn't even look at. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I get this. I do get this because we have a lot of like stress toys and fidget toys around the house. I got that, and I had one when I was a kid. And my kids, they're at that age where like fart jokes are everything, and they've named it, and it's ruined it because now I can't touch it. They've named it Fecal. And so they will like put it around the house, and they're like, Fecal's watching you. Like, disgusting. Y'all are gross. Stop it. Okay, this is something that I would have gotten, and it's one of those that's like a peekaboo gunned. The reason I did not get it is because the battery cover is gone. And it might be something that I could get and replace, but because it's a children's, like it's geared towards small children, I didn't feel comfortable selling it without the battery cover. This I do get, and I actually tried to have the sound up so you could hear what it does and what it sings, but the music in the store was so loud that you could barely hear it. It was just really loud in the store. And when I did look this one up, the Pugs and Kisses, and I couldn't find one like it. There were like Pugs and Kisses of other things, but not like that one. So here I pull it up, I'm like, do I really not want to get it? Yeah, battery cover's gone, and it being something for smaller children, I didn't feel right about it. Let's see what else we've got here. I enjoy looking through the little toys. I used to get teased about it a lot when I first started reselling. There was a thrift store near us that had like they would keep all these a big giant tub of just like the little plastic toys or little toys and stuff, and they would just throw it in there. It was 10 cents a piece, and I would just sit and dig through that and be in heaven. But there you would find all kinds of fun stuff, like dollhouse dolls, or what else did I find in there? Lego stuff or little people. I mean, just all kinds of fun little things in there. That looked like a little goat. There's a reel. It's not a good one, I don't think. Yeah, no. Let's see what else we're seeing over here. Another thing that I like to look for are like plush that go with books, because teachers and parents that have kids with their favorite book. I know my youngest has he really likes the Oliver Jeffers, and he wrote yeah, it's got a penguin. Anyway, so having the penguin that goes with the book's called Lost and Found. Look at this. I do end up getting this. I think I'm going to pop the comps up instead of doing a whole separate split off from this. I'll just pop the comps up when I get done with the voiceover. I end up getting that little pink, I guess it's a flamingo. I don't know. It reminds me of something out of Alice in Wonderland, all mimsy were the borogoths and the mumraths outgrave, right? What else have we here? 'Twas brilling, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. Let's just start quoting the Jabberwocky randomly, Margaret, because everybody's going to be into that. So there was a Star Wars watch, but I did not get it. I think had it been a different, maybe it was okay to get, but I think if it had been like Boba Fett, it would have been home with me already. There's a paddle. I just noticed that pink sloth over there. I didn't even see it before. But that might have been something to take a second look at. I always, when I watch these back, I always see stuff I missed. So we went to the thrift store today, surprise, surprise, and I was trying to be so slow, which drove my kids bonkers, but I really wanted to not miss anything. A different trip. This one isn't not the same one that we did today. All right, big toys, same deal on these, unless I sold them locally, but I'm not meeting up in person. It's not going to happen. So I basically have to ship it, right? I just sold a train, and I was looking at this one. The one that I sold was still like new, and I didn't feel as comfortable. That one didn't look like it was new. I guess I could have pulled that out of the box. But maybe at the time I was looking at that, I hadn't sold the other one yet, because it just sold like last week, the week before. And then looking through here, so I see this is a new and sealed. It's Mr. Potato Heads, and it's a Disney from the Disney store. I end up looking this up, and it, for the price that they wanted for it, there was not going to be enough room to make a profit. Plus, even though it's from the Disney store, I mean, if people are going to get a Mr. Potato Head, they're going to get him. I mean, I like that one because it's got a darker potato, but I don't know if that matters. I mean, maybe it matters to people. It's a potato, right? I mean, I don't know. It's a potato. Face mask. Don't buy face masks at the thrift store. Did y'all see that meme that I put on Instagram? I think I shared it on Facebook too. If you haven't, you need to go follow me on Instagram because you totally missed it, and I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. So you better go follow me and see what it is. But you'll laugh, certainly. All right, these cards I do get. They're super cool. They are like reproduction, vintage style, like flashcards. And I'll pop the comps up here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Very good camera work, but I needed to get the rubber bands off. So I don't know if it's just, something that, people will practice their letters with, or maybe somebody might use them for crafting. But they were really cool, and definitely got them. If that had been sealed, I would have gotten it. The tie-dye puzzle, but it was not. I won't buy puzzles generally that are not new and sealed. Hexbug stuff, take a second look at that because it can be very expensive to buy new. And there's a lot that, kids like to, I know my kids like the Hexbug stuff anyway. We have quite a bit of it. Quite a bit of it. Remember these little puzzles? I feel like when I was in elementary school, those were like all the rage. Snow Bunny. And they were in those little cute boxes. How about this? Sauna suit. What if I went thrifting in my sauna suit? My sister was supposed to make me a crazy cat lady outfit. We never made that happen. Life gets in the way sometimes. Life gets in the way. We have Pente at home. If you don't have Pente, that's such a fun game. That is like a drinking game, I think. Not Pente, the one I was just looking at. I didn't even do the comps for Pente. Okay, so here we've got some Oracle cards. Spirit Junkie. They're like motivational cards. And what is this one? Some more spiritual alphabet. I'm going to drop those on the floor. And then the ones underneath are Oracle cards. They're not like tarot cards, but they're kind of like, I don't know, they're motivational type stuff. I think, like reflection. I have some that are based on the moon and stuff. My sister and I like to do them. And they're more just, they help you focus your attention and what's bothering. I don't know. Anyway, they're worth picking up, I'll just say. So, even tarot cards. I know some people are weird about stuff like that, tarot cards and Ouija boards, but tarot cards, there are people that collect different ones and different varieties, so it's definitely worth looking into if you're not too scared of them or hesitant. I won't say scared. Let's see, Battleship. I'm sure I'm missing stuff because they had so many games. The day I went to this Goodwill, it was stocked. Oh wait, hold on. Hello, nurse. I mean, come on now. What is the actor's name? But he's playing the young, oh, I can't think of words right now. Gracious, what is that actor's name? But he's playing the young Lando Calrissian. And he is smoking hot. Yeah, and he's way too young for me. But, I mean, like, I have a chance or anything. But you never know. Hey, stranger things have happened. But I can't think of what the actor's name is right now. And that's going to bother me. Somebody will tell me. But he has that smile. You know, some people just have that smile that just, like, stops you in your tracks. Yep. I think my mom felt that way about Tom Selleck. The mustache. I can't do the mustache. And the hairy chest. No, I can't do it. This one actually, if it had been sealed, it might have been a really good one. Because that was like a... there's quite a few collectors for that. Harumi gals. They're kind of like pinup girls, right? Oh, what is his name? Just don't even look, Margaret. Just don't even look. This was an interesting picture. Looked like somebody, you know, made it in their pottery class. It's pretty cool looking, though. But I just didn't... I wasn't sure about it. I guess not a picture. A teapot? Maybe. Then there's a sweet little box. And, you know, grandmas are made with lots of love and blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's got to have the live, laugh, love in it. Everything's got the live, laugh, love. Yep. Why? I hope you enjoyed this trip to the Goodwill, and I have another video for me finishing up this thrift trip because I find a ton of stuff, but the video is just going to be way too long. If you haven't yet, go follow me over on Instagram and Facebook at Texas Gal Treasures, and go down there and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you're notified when I put out new videos. And I can't wait to connect with you and see you down in the comment section or over on social media. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye, everyone.